Hey, savvy second graders. I call you savvy because today you're going to use your computer publishing skills. You're going to actually end up with a final piece of published writing that'll be worthy of putting in your backpack on your computer. So let's look at today's learning target. I can publish and share my informative paragraph with my classmates. Yes, you're going to take your writing that you've done this week, you're going to put it together to create a published paragraph that you'll have to share next week if we want to with our classmates. You'll have to put it in your JCPS backpack as proof that you are an awesome writer and that you've learned lots of things through reading. So let's get started. Today, you are going to need those all the writing that you've done so far about the problem and solution just of Water, Water Everywhere, the school in Bangladesh, the Shalanbil region. We just need this week's writing. All right, so here's what you're going to do today. The first thing you're going to do, you are going to type this into a Google Doc. And to do that, you're going to need to open up a new Google Doc. Let me show you the one I just opened. Okay, so I just opened up a brand new Google Doc. And it says up here, untitled document. Well, I want to give my document a title so I'll be able to find it. So I'm writing about the boat school. So I'm going to go up here to untitled document and click in there. And I'm going to type boat, capital B-O-A-T, boat school, capital S-C-H-O-O-L, boat school. Now, if I click back on my screen right here, now I have it saved. It's called Boat School in my drive, and I'll be able to find it. Now, I'm going to use that text to type we've been practicing to read my writing into the computer. But something that you have to do is you have to say period at the end of your sentence so it knows to put that there, or if you have a comma or something else. So after I've had the computer type it all in, I'm going to need to go back and read over it because sometimes the computer doesn't exactly put it in there the way I want it to be. Okay, so in order to do this, I'm going to have to split my screen. Let's see. Because I've got writing on one screen and then I've got my video on the other. So let's see, make sure that I've got you. Make sure I've got Screencastify here. Good, I do. Okay, so to voice type, I need to go to Tools. Now, this is really important. You can't have any noise in your background. So you may have to go to a quiet place in your house where no one is talking, or it'll type what they're saying too. So you're going to go to Tools. And when you come down here, it says, move me out of the way for a second if I can. Oh, it got rid of that. Okay, so you see behind me here, it says voice typing. I'm going to click on that. Now, when I'm ready to start reading, I'm going to click on the microphone. Are you ready? Clear my voice. Okay. In a rainforest in Brazil, comma, it was hard for students to go to school, comma, and their communities solved this problem, period. The problem is that the small school only went up to third grade, period. There was also no electricity, comma, so learning was more challenging, period. Okay, let's see if the computer was able to do what I wanted it to do. Oh, see, I hadn't stopped my microphone and look, it was still going. Good grief. Okay, now I've stopped it. So now I got to take all of this off. In a rainforest in Brazil, it was hard for students to go to school, and their community, see, I want that to be lowercase, solved this problem. The problem is that the small school only, and then now I see that it stopped recording. So I'm going to have to read that part back again. So in order to do that, all I have to do, hang on, guys, let me get back to my, there we go. So I'm going to start at the word went. So I'm going to push the microphone. Went up to third grade, period. There was also no electricity, comma, so learning was more challenging, period. Now I've turned the microphone off. Then I got to get my solution. This is my Rainforest School solution. Let me scroll down. Here we go. So, comma, they solved this problem by building a new school, period. The new school has solar panels, comma, computers, comma, and the internet, period. Now all students can stay in their village and go to school, period. That is how the community solved the problem, period. Look at that, guys. Now, you see there's a few places, all these underlines, those are places I need to go back and check because the computer may not have heard me correctly. Because look, that is how the community solve the problem. No, I said solved, but the computer didn't hear me correctly, so it did not type my D. It also did some weird things like it capitalized words in the middle of my sentence. The new school has solar panels, computers, and the internet. Now all students can stay in their village and go to school. That all looks good. So they it doesn't hear my D, solved this problem by building a new school. Okay, and look, it capitalized went. There's a few changes you have to make, but for the most part, it does a really good job. So what you're going to do today, you are going to first, you're going to look over your sentences that you wrote, specifically your problem and solution sentences, and then you're going to get them voice typed into your document. And then below your document, this is the other fun part, I want you to create an illustration, create a picture of what you're talking about. So I was talking about the rainforest in Brazil. So I drew a picture. I didn't finish my picture because I knew your pictures would be really nice, but I kind of drew a picture of the rainforest school in Brazil on like a little half sheet of paper. And finally, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go insert image, camera. I'm going to allow it to use my camera. And then I'm going to try to get my picture as close up as I can because I don't want to be in this. I just want my beautiful picture to be in it. And I'm going to click on the camera button. And then I'm going to say insert. And there's my illustration. This right here, it is missing my name, but it's mine here. So maybe I could go up to the top and I could say, I, Rachel Lepping, my first and last name. Now it's ready to be published, isn't it? It's got Boat School, which is my title. I could also put that here at the top too if I wanted to. I could put Boat School again. Boat School by Rachel Lepping. And I've got my paragraph and a picture. So the only other thing I was going to show you, if I still have it open, I don't think I do, I have put in this assignment, if you want to double check that you have all of the parts for your paragraph, I put like a little checklist that it's looking for to talk about the problem, give a few details, talk about the solution, give a few details, and that you have your topic sentence, which we're calling, I can't think, but it's the first sentence, and then you have your concluding sentence down here, okay? All right, guys, Have a great time publishing, and hopefully next week when all these are done, we'll be able to put them in our backpacks. Bye.